What's up, Internet? My name's Nerdy.
And I'm Karu.
And this is Astral Dusk. Dusk.
Dusk.
Brian, you gotta match my energy, man. I was doing a build, and you started at a forte. And if I was J.K. Simmons, I would throw a chair at you now.
Not quite my tempo.
Not my tempo. That's right. This is Astral Dusk, a TTRPG podcast where we play Dungeons and Dragoons, the 2014 5e version, a thing that you need to say now.
You said Dungeons, so...
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
The last time we played, we made a bunch of jokes about them not changing, or them changing D&D Beyond.
Oh, yeah.
And then before we released that episode, they changed that. And so that episode came out and was just wrong. Just 100% incorrect.
Whatever.
But now we're going to play some Dragonlance. We're back in Kryn. And let's introduce our players. I'm Nerdy. I am your Game Master.
What's up, guys? Rob Russo. I'm playing the Mage of High Sorcery, High Half Elf. I can't say
Did
that
you say you have
fast.
half health?
High Half Elf. 3 times
Half
fast.
elf.
Just full rested. You should be at full health.
I am at full health, but I'm a High Half Elf.
Interesting.
Sylvanesti, Caligara Moonfire, Lunar Sorcerer. And we just leveled up, so it's exciting, and I'm excited.
Fantastic.
Great. Hi, I'm Brian Kling, and I'm answering questions on Facebook right now, so go there, give me a message, and
In
I'll
the
answer
future.
any question you want.
Damn, that's Brian's first funny bit.
Did you delete this thing?
Nice. Well done.
You might have to leave the show. Brian, you might actually have. We might have to just kill ban and ask you to leave.
Well, you
I
can't.
don't know
He's a
how
level
you
behind.
stay on camera at this point.
I'll never financially recover from this.
Yeah, I played Ban Leywind, Halfling, Kender, Paladin, Oath of Redemption. That's it.
Single.
Nailed it.
There you go.
What's up, Internet? I'm Claris Polaris, and I'm here with Harvest, who is an Eladrin Blood Hunter, now level 7. Thought about multiclassing, and then I said, fuck it. Yeah, that's it. That's me. Follow me around the internet, because I do internet.
Yes, you do.
Yeah, I do internet.
You do.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You are a professional internet.
I am, yes.
Hello, beautiful people. How's it all going? My name is Robin. I'm covering all things. I play Storyteller, Vincent Waterbridge, for those who don't know him.
Full name. Wow.
Wow, full name.
Yeah, Robin is mad at Teller today for the decisions they made in the last session.
Yeah.
Right.
Like a
Mad at,
disappointed
sorry,
parent.
mad at Vincent Waterbridge.
Oh,
I'm not a Vincent Waterbridge. I am now 2 levels in Warlock. This is very sexy, very exciting for me.
You puckered up when you said that too.
levels
I'm 2 levels of
I
Warlock.
don't like the Warlock class, but being a Warlock is naturally just so sexy. So I have
Why it's my favorite class.
So of the 5 characters that I've played in the past, pretty much since the pandemic began, 3 of them have made a deal with a Warlock patron because I think it's so delicious in the game to become a Warlock.
Yeah.
But I fundamentally just don't really think the Warlock class is very good. But I keep doing it.
No,
Wow.
it's fun. I played
It's my
first one this year.
It's my favorite class.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
really fun.
Because it's RP driven from the beginning.
Exclusively so. I
Well,
think it's great.
at level 3.
I've never played 2024, so I actually don't know what that's like.
Right.
No way. Do you pick up...
You get your
We can't
patron
do it.
and you get your god as a cleric at level 3. And
That's-
so you can multi-class into Warlock and only take a 2-level dip and just never find out who your patron is.
That's...
Yeah, but for level 1 and 2, you're just a little guy.
You just
Just a dude.
someone gave you magic and you don't know who it is.
It's just
You
a
think
dude.
you think
yeah.
you're a
I
sorcerer
can't get into
until you
this right now.
realize.
It would actually-
I get rolled up.
It's actually kind of fun to think about the fact that clerics and warlocks in 2024 don't know if they're a cleric or a warlock. They just know that somebody somewhere else gave them
Something
magic.
is giving them power.
Yeah. And then at level 3, they're like, oh, I work for a god. Or, oh, I work for
No,
the
because-
devil. Oh, cool.
Devil
Wow.
from the Bible.
Wow.
The devil from the Bible. This podcast, as usual, is brought to you by MistyMountainGaming.com. MistyMountainGaming.com is a place where you can go to buy dice. You can go to buy dice. You can go to buy dice. They have everything you would need to roll dice in a TTRPG, like dice trays, dice towers, dice holders, dice vaults, dice bags, all of it. They've got all of it. Why? Because it's what they do. They go to cons and they sell dice, and they're all out of cons because it's the end of 2024, kids. And that's not true. New York Comic Con's in like 2 weeks.
Yeah, like Comic-Con is like next week.
There's a few. PAX
We
Unplugged.
just had TwitchCon.
How does that work when this is released? Is it next week then, New York Comic Con?
I can't do math. Only women do math, as we know.
If you've read Stormlight. Otherwise,
Sorry,
that
that's a
makes
joke from
no
book
sense.
club.
Damn. Yeah, I was like, what is that referencing?
This is the problem with having 3 weekly podcasts. Is I want all my jokes to cross-pollinate, but you guys don't watch my shows. That's fine. But you do go to MissyMountainGaming.com and buy dice.
Yeah.
That's right. Use code NERDYNightly15. That's my name with a 15 after it for 15% off your order at MistyMountainGaming.com. Did I say it enough? MistyMountainGaming.com. It's a
you have to make like
website.
10 impressions in advertising before the like.
MistyMountainGaming.com. That's impression number 1. MistyMountainGaming.com. That's impression number 2. Who's next?
Kermit.
Me.
Do a Kermit.
Do me.
MistyMountainGaming.com.
That's really good. I knew he had it in him.
Do Elmo. Do Elmo.
Oh, what does Elmo sound like?
No, do Mickey. Do Mickey.
Elmo. MistyMountainGaming.com. Yeah, Mickey.
Mickey, yeah.
MistyMountainGaming.com. Yeah, that's it.
MistyMountainGaming.com.
Do
Do you want to be a
Anchorman.
Mouseketeer?
Do Anchorman.
Oh, My name is Ron Burgundy, and I bought my dice at MostyMountainGaming.com. I just turned into Matt Berry. MistyMountainGaming.com.
I buy all my dice at MistyMountainGaming.com.
That's like 6. We need 4 more, apparently.
We need like 4
what are the
more.
other impressions that I'm doing?
Goofy.
Oh, MistyMountainGaming.com.
That's not good.
I pulled it out of my butthole, okay? Gorsh.
Mike.
That's what it is.
Mike, you gotta go to Misty. If I can do it either. Misty Mountain. Gaming.com. You can do a fucking PJ, the guy's son.
Carl
Well
Weezer.
done. Well done.
Man, I don't know, dude. You should go to MistyMountainGaming.com, bro. Please, dude.
Do a Gandalf.
Well
Do a
done.
Sir McCallum.
Bilbo Baggins. Did you not buy your dice at MistyMountainGaming.com?
They're not trying to rob you.
They're trying to help you.
All right, that's the end. I go there.
Well done.
50%
Well
off.
done.
Miss Nerdy 9015. Do the thing. Let's dive into
That was beautiful.
Astral Dusk.
Oh
that was so
my God.
stupid.
It turns out we can do bits, but we have to get David involved in the bits.
Yeah, he doesn't
When
like
have I
feeling
been
left out.
anti-bit?
Anytime I do a bit.
No.
Every single day.
No.
14.
References aren't a bit.
Right.
14 is a bit.
That's true. 14 is a bit.
That's true.
14
And
is
you
a bit.
have been opposed to from the
References aren't a bit. References is just lazy.
That's fair.
Wow.
That's fair.
Lazy wizards.
I mean, I
over
feel
here.
like he got
References
used
are lazy
to...
jokes. It's not a bad. They're not bad jokes, but they're lazy
They're my
jokes.
only joke.
He what?
Wizards or 14?
What?
What?
Let's play. We have to eat soon.
Yeah.
Dungeons and
D&D.
Dragons!
Don Guiones.
Previously on Astral. You ran away before you started talking. You were already fleeing the microphone before you even got the S of X.
My mouth went before my brain. I immediately regretted
You
it.
No.
surprised
Your brain went
yourself.
first. You were diving before you started speaking.
It's so red.
Wow.
Oh my god.
Beautiful.
I don't know what just happened.
Wow.
References aren't bits, but that was a bit.
That was good. You know what? That was
Oh my
good.
god. See, if Caligaro ran away the way that you do,
I know.
your sorcerer might stay alive more often.
That's true. Oh man.
Previously on Astral Dusk, our party made a rather rash decision to drop into the Feywild, hoping that they would be able to find a way out on the other side of the planet here in Kryn, and ultimately worked out for them. They rescued a couple of zoo monstrosities from the Archfey, the Queen of Air and Darkness, the leader of the Unseelie Court's zoo, and upon Teller becoming a warlock up to the patronage of said queen, promises were made about 2 methods of transportation. One to Sylvanesti now, and another to be used at a future date to deal with a father. With multiple fathers on Kryn, who knows what they'll use it for, but for now they have arrived on the plains of Sylvanesti. Plains that used to be a lush, rich forest. But in every direction, from where they landed, our team, along with Mallory, a cleric of Bahamut,
Right.
known as Paladine on this plane, from the Sword Coast on another plane, having joined the party, along with 2 bronze dragons who are in the shape of human women in like gimmicky yoga clothes from the Feywild,
And graphic tees.
and a kobold
Gift
named
shop.
Azul who has sort of become the butler of the group.
Oh god, I love Azul so much.
They've arrived to
Poor
the
guy. It's my best friend.
necrotically scorched lands of Caligaro's home dimension, home country, Sylvanesti. They found a tree. This music is very loud.
It's my favorite. Yeah, I love this.
It's a
song.
great little intro.
Yeah.
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 There's a song actually.
They found a tree.
It's in the combat playlist. I think we should put on.
That has been hollowed out by the magical effects of this broken dragon orb that was used to rid the lands of the Draconic army. It has been hollowed out, and our team laid down for a night. A full rest on their home dimension for the first time in 3 days.
Right.
As the party begins to lay out to go to sleep, the elves trading shifts of their 4-hour naps to make sure that someone is always watching the front. Bannon, you fall asleep. Like Mario when you don't touch the joystick for a long period of time. And
Loading screen.
no, in Mario
He
64
fully
you would
goes,
literally just lie down on the ground and just fall
Yeah,
asleep.
he does. He
Um,
does.
You find yourself standing in the columned halls, a place you've been to many times in your dreams now, a hall of gods. And you see, lit by a beam of moonlight coming through the cracked roof, the statue of Solinari. The moon shape with missing bits of marble being replaced by a semi-translucent light. Over off to your right, in this row with 12 gods. Previously, all 12 statues had been there, at least in part. And as you look, and before you head over to speak with your god, you realize that 2 of those statues have become completely destroyed. And where they once stood, you can see there is a translucent outline of what those statues used to look like. But nothing there any longer, just debris at the feet of where they should have been. You feel the call to come before your god.
Yeah. Ben just sort of like feeling that call, sort of just pulls himself over towards the column of Solinari and sort of just goes down onto his knees and sort of like holds his shield in front of him, and he just says, Solinari, are you there?
I am. And you feel that magic that raises you up until you're sort of chest to chest with this moon, as you always are when you have these conversations. You have made it back. You slipped from what I could see, but it is good you are home.
There was a rather rash decision to try and shortcut through the Feywild.
Roll a wisdom saving throw for me.
Daddy mad.
Saving throw. That's a 22.
As you say that, the memories of the Feywild flash in your mind as they normally would when thinking about something you just experienced.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I'm aware. A difficult decision to be sure, and I'm glad it worked out for you.
It was a difficult decision that was followed by many more difficult decisions.
I understand, I saw. There are going to be many difficult decisions ahead of you. I must ask that you become resolute in the way you approach them. if you spend all of your time wondering if something is the right decision, it is generally more about you not wanting to be wrong than being sure that you are right. The time you spend waiting can cost as many lives as making the wrong decision. And you must remember that.
I will. I'll do everything I can to serve your will and be a good... No, to be the chosen,
Yes.
as you've named me.
Don't let me down.
I won't.
Suddenly you feel a sharp pain. And you snap awake. For those of you who are keeping watch, you're the first to notice as the ground below you starts to feel frighteningly cold. And at first it just feels like the chill of the evening settling in as the sun goes down. But after a few moments you realize that there is ice that is starting to creep up your boots. And for who is awake, who was taking the first watch?
Was it just you or me? Was it us together?
I mean, I'm happy with both of us doing it. yeah.
Sure, yeah.
So the two of you notice that ice begins to creep up your boots, and whatever is touching the ground, and it begins to rapidly grow colder and colder and colder. You can't see outside of a dim circle of light that passes through the entrance to this hollowed out tree from the fire that you've made, but you are suddenly feeling this encroaching coldness from beneath you. And as you turn to look at the tree behind you, this ice is crawling up the base of the tree and onto the blankets and the fortifications and tent that you have built within this hollow. What would you like to do?
I think Tao's like just almost exclusively staring at the Fey book that has just been signed. It's what they were doing on the watch. And then as soon as the ice hit, it's like look to Cal and then full stand and like lets go of the book as it like holds itself in place and is readying to like is searching the perimeter to see if anything is
Roll
trying
a
to
perception
breach.
check for me.
You've got to get the liquid core
well,
heated up.
is
It's
the-
a nat 20 for 25.
God
You
damn.
you look out into the darkness, and as far as you can see within a reasonable range, you don't see anything.
Do I see, is the ice that's reaching us, is it completely surrounded us?
It just seems to be coming up out of the ground at you.
Out of the ground?
Yeah. Anywhere anything is touching the ground,
Oh,
it seems
fuck.
like this level of ice just seems to be slowly creeping up that object.
We gotta move.
Yes, it does seem so. I think there's like we've been traveling together for so long that there's like almost like a call that we have that like
What is
gets
the
people-
call that you use?
It's like
Ah, like what's
like no, literally, I'm thinking like a bird call or something
Great.
that's it like if someone was going to attack us, it wouldn't
Yeah.
alert them to be like, oh, they know.
So you almost
but
like
then-
whistle like a bird tone?
Yeah,
or so.
yeah.
Yeah, fair.
Great. Everyone touching the ground takes 1 point of cold damage.
Ah,
Which
is that why I felt...
that's-
Touching
everyone.
the ground or touching
Yeah,
like
right
a
now.
bedroll?
That's all of us.
If you're like lying on a bedroll on the ground, you take a point of cold damage.
Is that why I felt the pain in my dream?
Mallory wakes up. What the? Ow! What's happening?
I don't know, but there's nothing.
You're awake. That's the cold.
Yeah.
It wakes you up.
I immediately grab the scruff of his shirt and be like, get up, we gotta move, run.
Someone
her?
put the fire back on.
Yes, darling, we will do soon, but this is not the time. Up we get.
Is coffee?
We have
Elves
cold brew. It's
Elves don't sleep, but Harvest sleeps.
As the as this ice begins to crawl up, you watch as the flames get doused, and you are suddenly in darkness. So only those of you with dark vision can see.
How far-
Bannon and Mallory are in darkness now.
Is the ice like far out? Like we can, like within 60 feet of dark vision. Like, is there a place to run? Essentially, like I can get that. I see ice is not touching the ground yet.
The ground itself does not look like it has ice on it until
Oh.
something is there. So like the ice isn't everywhere on the ground. It's wherever things are on the ground that is coming up out of the ground onto
it's like a sensor.
things
Yeah.
or like a bedroll or because there's no plant life here.
Yeah.
There's just the ground, the black kind of mulchy destroyed dirt post the dragon orb exploding the area. As you look around, it's only where there is something. If there's a sprig of grass that has ice on it,
The floor is lava.
yes,
The floor
basically.
is in fact lava.
Are you holding me?
Yeah, I
Can you even do that?
I tried to pull at you. Okay, you want to roll for strength here to see if I can get you up off the bed?
Well, I mean, I get armor advantage on that.
Are you sleeping with your armor?
We're in a strange
Yes.
place.
Yes.
All right,
We are all
I
fully
try and
armored.
pull at you. You want to? Do you want to do this? Fucking guy. I try and pull you off the ground. Fuck you. Don't even, okay, I fall.
Great, you all take 4 points of cold damage.
4 points.
4.
Can
Teller's-
anyone fly?
No, fortunately not. Teller puts their hand on the ground, and I'm gonna cast detect magic, trying to
Great, yeah,
pulse
yeah.
it through the ground to see if there's anything underneath that's causing this.
Yeah, absolutely. You cast detect magic on the ground, and it is everywhere. As far as the range of your spell can go, the ground is magical in some nature.
Sure. Is there any chance that I can ping a tree to see if it if the magic follows up the tree?
You notice the tree around you is not magical. Or it doesn't light up as magical in the way the ground is. Right?
Is this quickest question? Is this interrupting our rest?
Not yours because you were awake. But yes, Bannon is temporarily awake and Harvest is temporarily awake.
Okay, so any recovery? Was this past 4 hours? Did it happen? Do I have some spell slots back? Essentially, is my question.
We still need.
Oh no, this was the
flight.
first. You don't have any spell slots back yet.
Oh, okay, so this is like we haven't napped yet. Okay.
Everyone, get on a tree. I hope your climbing ability is good because we need to get off the ground now.
Okay.
Right. Mallory just kind of starts scrambling up the inside of this tree, trying to find handholds.
Yep.
The tree, the stump that you're on is only about 12 feet tall, where whatever was on top was sheared off by the force of the blast. And so it would be reasonable that you could climb up to that shelf if you wanted.
Yeah. Teller helps Azul up because smaller.
Azul's just kind of looking at you all, and you kind of look over him for the first time, and he's just like, "What's wrong?"
Can you not feel this?
This being
Ice pain on the
ground. You
floor.
can see
Sharp
ice.
yeah,
pain.
no, it's a little cold.
Oh, fascinating. That's actually great. Dragon.
I'm gonna help the dragons up.
They don't seem they're asleep. They have not yet woken up.
I as an
Dragon
expert
king.
climber
Dragon
now
king.
from all the climbing we've done in the last week, I'm gonna try and just climb
Scramble
up
up?
whatever.
Great, roll an
is
athletics check for me.
nearby. And now I'm in roll shit, having said expert climber, because I don't.
Well, you said expert climber, so you got advantage.
It's 11.
Yeah, you begin to scramble up this tree. You make it about halfway before you slide down, not having found a handhold close enough to the top for you to pull yourself up.
Can I swing my axe up and
Just hold yourself up.
cock that into the
Yeah,
tree?
as you begin to fall, roll an acrobatics check to see if you can catch yourself by swinging your
that's
axe into the
cool.
tree.
Acrobatics?
Love
That's
it. Yeah.
less good. That's a 6.
Yeah, no, you whiff, and you fall, falling back on your back, landing with a hard oomph. It doesn't give you any damage, but you're gonna feel that one in the morning. What are you guys doing?
Teller's going to try to jump on and climb up onto.
All right, roll an athletics check for me.
That's not great. That's.
Mallory tries to climb up next to you. She fully falls.
Can I do an acrobatics if I try to
It's not really an acrobatic thing. It's really
It's
just kind
fully
of
just hauling
pulling
up.
yourself up.
10 is what I get.
Yeah. You also get to get about halfway up, and you just begin sliding back down the tree. There's not a lot of roots on the inside of this tree in order to help you up.
I'm gonna try and get myself up. Not 20.
Oh, come on.
Harvest
Let's get
in
it.
a single leap just jumps up, grabs, and pulls herself up with one arm, and looks down at you all, just all confused. What's going on?
All right, show off. Come on, give me a hand.
I'm gonna
You all
throw
take.
my.
Everyone's still down. Takes 1 point of damage.
I'm gonna throw my rope up and
Great.
use my strength to help them get.
Great. And with that, Mallory grabs a rope. She climbs up, and so do the rest of you, now that there's someone up there to pull you up. And there's a moment here where it felt like you were under attack. The amount of adrenaline that suddenly, to go from being fully asleep, talking to your god, to awake and feeling like someone is attacking with cold magic.
What in the absolute hell was that all about?
I don't know.
I couldn't tell you, but it's. I know that it's not on the tree. It's exclusively hitting the things that's on the ground.
Also, not natural frost of the night. Like it's a
No,
So
it's.
that's not a Sylvanesti thing.
And also, clearly, it's not affecting our dragons. Hello.
Yeah, that's not.
So it was cold, and you guys can't handle the cold.
No, it's like it's weirdly supernaturally cold. I believe it's because you have dragon in you and our dragon friends have dragon that it's not affecting
And when
them.
Bannon asked if that's not a Sylvanesi thing, there's no like line of defenses that we used to have or like anything like that. So it's like no.
You've never heard of anything like this.
No. That's no. That's my answer.
Have we heard of anything to do with ice? It's not a blue dragon or white.
It's not. No, it's green as far as we're aware.
And
But
green dragons don't do ice, right?
This happened because you said the dragon orb went, right?
Yeah.
Maybe this is a resonant effect of the.
I'm sorry, Mallory. What's a dragon orb?
Longest story short, recap Dragon Orb 2, Mallory, and then I tell her
Great,
what the
cool.
person did. Yeah.
What if it's... I mean, the last time we experienced anything cold like this, it was when we met with Lord Soth.
Holy shit.
Oh shit! Is it? I don't think
He's not here.
How the fuck would
He
get
would
here?
be. Oh, God.
I mean, he's a scary person. Maybe he just...
It's not a spell.
Wait, is my hair blue again?
Was it you? No, it wasn't
Is
you.
my hair?
Your hair's very yellow.
Fuck! I don't think it's Lord Soth.
I don't think there's a caster out there, is there?
From what I could tell, like everything around us was magical. Well, all the ground. I don't know if it'd be from a source.
We found this camp sort of already kind of lived in. Maybe the person came back and saw us and is trying to scare us out.
Shit, they didn't set a hex or some sort of line of defense to attack us if we...
God, I've not read of a hex that triggers 4 hours after you rest. That's.
Well, you're a good talker. Maybe shout out there and see if there's somebody watching. Let them know that we're not enemies.
Well, I mean, Caligaro's also pretty charismatic, so...
Yeah. Actually, this one's better than me.
And he was told that he had to roleplay a little bit more charismatic. He's trying! He's really trying to talk more!
Very charismatic at talking to walls, apparently. Yeah, I saw that.
Oh, yeah.
we all saw
Fuck,
that.
should I just try it? Why not? Call out to somebody?
Darling, what's the worst thing that can happen?
Oh, God.
Also, everything is. Wait, okay. Everyone. Everything. We have established that there are there's no wildlife here, right? It's like disgusting quiet.
Yeah.
Ashen destroyed.
Logically,
You've seen some scavenger birds high in the sky, like circling, but far off.
if someone was casting a spell and it was like a somatic thing, they'd have to like talk to themselves, and with how quiet it is and the fact that it's like dead in the middle of the night, surely we'd be able to hear them.
Whisper.
Right, I'm good at that. I am good at that.
Yeah.
Do I hear anything?
Everyone hush and let's see if
Roll
we can-
a perception check as you listen to the wind.
Wow, that's double 15s. Perception, so dirty 20.
No, you don't hear anything.
I'm
And you're, like,
usually
pretty sure you don't hear
I'm pretty
anything.
good at that, and I don't
Okay.
hear anything.
Yeah, but I mean, if it was a spell, they wouldn't be saying things now. It would have happened a
Possibly.
minute ago.
I guess. Yes,
Look,
maybe.
I mean, our position is known. There was a fire.
I'm gonna fire a firebolt just like at the ground, like 60 foot away from where we are,
Great.
like into the darkness to see if I can spot ice patterning. Like it's just a general spread of ice rather
Yeah.
than located here.
Yeah, as you shoot your firebolt off, it fizzles out into the night, hits the ground, and
With the light
Seems to
refracting,
scorch
can
the-
I see the ice?
Like if it trimmed the ground, could you see the light of the ice, or is it all?
it doesn't seem like the ice is on the ground unless there's something there. Even as you look down at the tree, it's only about 2.5 feet up the tree,
Ooh.
and then it stops.
Can I fire it like near a tree just so I get that like?
Yeah, absolutely.
the
You
light.
shoot another one off just at a random tree in the distance, and you see that that ice has crawled up the bottom of that tree.
See that?
what's
I don't
happening
think
there?
it's a specific thing. I think this is just the area. It's just kind of
But why did it
infected.
only start when we went to bed?
Well, what if it's just an overnight thing that was affected?
Yeah. There's no
It
way
might
of us
be a
knowing the
card.
specific
Do I know
time.
anything about after effects of a dragon orb going on? Nothing, right?
A broken dragon orb's never gone off before,
Exactly,
as far as
right?
you know.
Yeah.
They've never been tampered with.
So all I could think of is that maybe there's just a false tamp because of what happened. It could be just a side effect of what caused.
You know the moon, right? The pair of you, you're like
Yeah, well,
attuned
we're
to the
kind
moon.
of.
I
Yeah,
mean,
I'd say
he knows
so.
a moon, I know a moon,
Like,
but
it's
they
all
don't.
like-
Just not all
it's like-
moons know each other. So
Yeah,
We're playing that card, are we?
I know a moon as well. Yeah.
that's true. Tell like
I
is
have a
like
moon
grabbing
friend.
a branch and is like leaning back and is looking at the positions of the moon. Can you do you know round like if it is middle of the night or you know
Well, like the
is
moon affects the tide. Does it somehow affect?
the moon yeah, and it's like I wonder if it's
Yeah,
this
what
area
time
is like
is it?
as it hits as the moon is at its zenith. Like this is just kind of what happens to the ground.
Harvest, roll a nature check for me.
Tyler is also more colloquially asking, like, do you know what time it
Yeah.
is?
That's a 9.
Nuatari is
It's,
really hard to see.
Well,
It
you
is a
can't.
moon that is black. And so it's small, it's black, it's far away. And so the only way you can really tell its place in the sky is by the stars it covers up. And you're not 100% sure, but it seems like it's close to the middle of its orbit.
Yeah, it's probably like 1:47
Jesus, that's
in the
specific.
morning. Yeah, probably. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm almost positive.
Are you? What are you looking at?
The moon. You know,
Moon, you three love the moon.
Why is
one?
this so intense? That's
The
way too much.
moons. Each one of you likes a different moon, right?
Right. Okay. So 140. So
So what time? I'm just wondering if this is a thing that happens like at whatever time it is, just in this area.
I mean,
we're gonna wait this out in a tree.
I mean, we're going to be here for a while. I think this is
Tree
just our
large.
plans for the night. Instead of making camp on the ground, we make the camp in the trees.
do I have a sense that this has anything to do with the dream I was having?
No.
Okay, good.
Some frozen punishment for going to the Feywild.
I mean, yeah, this surface is about as even as the ground was, so.
So we're gonna lean up in a tree and take watch again.
Do you want me to try and pace up your bedrolls?
Would you mind waking up the girls?
Right,
Or rather,
sleeping.
just like they're not hurting, are they?
And kind of like kicks one of them. A little harder than I think you would want him
Yeah.
to. Us.
He's got a little pent up
Hello?
frustration.
Hello, hi, darling.
Hi. And she like shakes her sister. Us?
Cold for you?
No. Yes. Yes.
Yes, but not like it's fine. You could go back to sleep.
Like a an arm just like punches you in the arm, like, ow!
Ow, dude.
Ow.
Roll a hit for me to see if
Fuck.
you're.
Like to see if I hit?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You definitely hit, but this is to see if you
right.
Do damage.
hit.
An arm strike is
Yeah.
17.
Yeah,
Roll damage for me.
because my
It
AC
just does
is
5
2.
bludgeoning.
So you do 5 bludgeoning damage.
Ow!
Just a guarantee.
Sorry, like, ow, like, I'm trying to show that, like, like,
Yes.
As that happens, Bannon
so I
with
need
his
coffee.
with
okay, darling.
with his renewed
my arm is
commitment
dead.
to his god, Bannon sees that and almost out of shock, he like almost falls out of the tree as he lights up, and Teller feels no pain on his arm, and
Okay.
Bannon just like gets like a full boom out of the and does fall out of the tree.
All right. Well, Bannon takes 1 fall damage. Or no, wait, actually, sorry, that's wrong. 6 fall damage. And then upon being in contact with the ground, you take another 2 cold damage.
And then I take the 5 damage as
then.
well.
So you just took 11 or 13
13.
points
Yeah.
of damage.
Did you quickly learn that you have an aura of guardian now?
All right. So Bannon, from the outside of the tree, realizes that there is a series of branches and an easy way to climb up. No, just because you guys were inside the hollow.
Oh, yeah,
and so
yeah,
if you
yeah.
just climb up the branch on the outside, it's easy.
Wow.
To climb up.
Yeah,
Well,
okay.
imagine that.
Yeah, Bannon climbs back up and like,
Oh, fuck happened there?
I don't know.
I
That's-
punched him, but then it hit you.
That's new. Oh, I was having a very nice dream with Lunatari.
Oh, no,
Solinari.
prophetic one.
Solinari. Sorry.
okay.
The
yeah.
Lunatari statue isn't looking
Upon
very
saying
good.
Lunatari, the shield lights up and is like just angrily in your hand for a second.
Sorry, I just took a nasty hit to the head.
Oh, I didn't hit you that hard.
You didn't even hit him.
hit me
Oh, you
pretty
hit
hard.
him. Yeah.
You look down, and the dragon girls are just punching each other in the
No,
shoulder.
stop it,
No,
girls.
You guys got your message
No.
across, really. That was good stuff.
I guess, yes, let's sleep in the tree.
Let's sleep in the tree.
I don't
Hazel's
have
like
the-
bundling
we'll
your
take the
bedrolls around the end of
bedrolls.
his spear to like hold up to you.
Thank you.
I just don't think I have the energy to deal with this problem right now.
That's okay. We'll all go to sleep. And
Can you guys at least like curl up to the base of the tree? Maybe stay close.
They're inside the like hollow.
Oh, you're in the
Yeah.
hollow. Okay.
Bannon is taking one of the 50 feet of rope and like flinging it around the one of the branches, and he's just
Yeah.
tying himself down to the tree.
This tree
Love
is
the Hunger Games.
huge.
Oh,
so,
Yeah, it's like
you're
12 feet
on,
across.
you're on like a on a
Yeah.
like a it's like the thickness of like a
Like we have
double
a
bed.
It's like a
Then I'm
clubhouse.
working extra hard because I don't want to roll out of this tree.
Oh,
I
You
just
don't want to get shadow punched off of the
I
tree.
want to get
again.
punched by Harvest by proxy again and fall out of the tree.
So yeah, you guys all kind of take up positions to fall asleep on the tree now, and
Is it now too cold to fall asleep without a fire?
no, it's chilly, but with your bedroll, you're pretty warm.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got a pretty warm cloak.
Nice.
And once you're up out of the range of the ground, it's actually not. It was a mystical cold. It wasn't really the cold of the night.
Yeah.
And so you're all able to find sleep or a trance, depending on what you'd like. And the rest of the night passes without event, and the elves all wake up. It's been 4 hours. It's very dark, and it's early in the morning. Bannon is snoring. And you look down and see that the ice on the base of the tree is receded.
So
Well, that's a good trick.
can you learn how to do that?
No.
nothing
this is-
similar, maybe, but nothing like that.
This is dragon orb residue, I think.
I would agree. Or this Sylvanesti wasn't like this before.
Do you know what was
So-
interesting? It wasn't hitting all of the ground. It was only where things were. So the bedroll was hit, our camp, us. The dragons weren't. But then also the trees, of course, were. But the ground when I shot it, none of that was affected. Isn't that interesting?
It is because
it?
the dragon
Not
orb
sure.
itself is also was used in defense, but it was tampered with. So what if it still thinks that things around are threatening the city? So this is a residual.
Where were you when the dragon orb?
when the-
Where were
Westfold
you?
fell.
References aren't bits.
But
I
they're still
wasn't trying to
funny.
do a bit.
That's true.
I just saw you trying not to make it.
I literally
Yeah.
had to bite my tongue.
Yeah.
I was like, no, you're not getting away from that one.
Fuck.
Where were you, Cal?
When the dragon orb went off.
I had left home for a year since then.
And you haven't heard any reports?
No, the last thing I heard.
Teller keeps grabbing Ban and moving him.
Just shifting it back as
Yeah.
Even with the ropes, you still
No,
like.
Just rolling. Yeah.
No, the
You guys
last.
hear Mallory has like a really cute snore. It's like you have to like listen for it, but she has sort of like
Being so fucking
I
cute.
like her so much.
I do too. And I'm
She's
like,
great.
stop being cute.
Yeah.
No, the last correspondence, I didn't get any correspondence from Sylvanesti for almost a year until my father sent me a scroll that's in my backpack, but it turned out it was a test. It was booby-trapped, and the prick got away with it. So, no,
Wait, the scroll was booby trap?
well, like, booby-trapped. Like, it was supposed to be delivered to somebody, and he also put a spell on it to see if I'd read it, and I did.
Oh.
Because
Oh, you'd have done that too. Yeah.
yeah, I don't know. I don't. So, long story short, no. I didn't know anything that was happening about Sylvanesti. I didn't even know it fell until recently enough.
Damn.
So, yeah.
So we don't even know. I mean, that's a good theory that this is the orb, but I was wondering if we knew how it. How much do I know about dragons? In stories.
not that much. It's mostly
How much
I don't
do
even know
I know about
Yeah, I was gonna
dragons because
say.
I
You know
studied dragons.
You know about dragons in the way that like we know about dinosaurs, kind of like that.
Right.
Now that they're back, all of the stories were true, but you know it had been
Yeah.
350 years since
Hold on.
anyone
Do you
had
think
seen
You
a
can
dragon.
know a lot about dinosaurs in this day and age.
Yeah.
Sure, and you probably do because you
just
know as
said
much
it.
about dragons as Ross knows about dinosaurs.
That's a lot.
You speak Dracon.
That's true. Just to make conversation.
It's like somebody who like knows a lot about ancient Rome because they spent
really fucking- yeah,
10
yeah.
years
But
studying
for
Latin. You know what I mean?
decades,
Like,
we put fucking dinosaur neck bones as tailbones. So like,
yeah, you could be 100% wrong. So you probably you know about dragons from a mythological standpoint more than you know it. Like no one you know, except maybe the oldest of elves in Qualinesti, has ever experienced a dragon, and they would be those. I mean, obviously you're old enough. You've experienced. You don't.
I don't know that.
Remember that.
Well, you
know
do
that.
because you know that you're. Isolde, was
That's
around.
true. That
but,
was yeah.
But yeah, no, you know what what mythology tells you. Honestly,
Okay.
they're greedy, they're large, they're dangerous.
Do I know, like, would mythology be like a red dragon has fire and does that, which not all dragons do?
But do we not also like kind of get the taste of that with the headed Hydra with all the resemblances of the dragons and the colors and the spells?
I mean, they didn't get to use a breath weapon with each head because they were slowed, so they only got to use a couple of breath
That's true.
weapons.
That's a good point. Imagine slow. How terrible of a spell that is.
Imagine if we knew how it worked and
Fuck. Yeah.
hags had been able to do stuff.
But do we?
You probably would have still rolled like shit.
I didn't roll that poorly.
Having then
Yeah.
been obviously in Sylvanesti, studying the schools of Sylvanesti, being aware of the dragon, or would I have known?
What is the question you want to ask about dragons?
I want
No, not dragons. I would want to know is what defense repercussions happen when the dragon orb is activated. Would I have known?
Like proper.
As far as you know,
Yeah.
as far as you know, the dragon orb is a weapon of amplification of great magics. that-
Amplification of great magic.
it essentially is like the nuclear option in terms of
Yeah.
attack.
But so I-
it's not. The dragon orb doesn't have like an ongoing defense system.
But I would know that if you like,
It's more of a boom
you
than
but you pump a spell that you want in there,
Yeah.
and it amplifies the spell.
Yeah, yeah.
So somebody theoretically pumps in a ray of frost
that was
or an ice storm
because it was a
or-
red dragon, right? That was
Yeah.
the thing.
No,
And
it Sylvanesti recoiled against a blue dragon.
Red dragon.
no,
dragon.
the red dragon died here.
Red dragon.
red
died,
dragon
so it was
died
a red
here.
dragon.
and now
So
there's
it-
a green dragon
so
sitting.
and red
naturally,
dragon
what do
is
you do against
fire,
a red-
right? So you
ice.
do the yes. So then maybe
But doesn't
that's what
fire
this is.
might melt ice?
No, but like
This debate has woken Mallory and Ben, and they're both like, "Okay, are we doing this?" A forest has happened. So anything you want to mark off, but
yeah, but yes. So, but you would use ice as its counter because it's fire resistant and it's probably weaker to those sorts of things.
I don't know. Because
This is theoretical.
Sure.
It's
I mean,
the
most
charisma
dragons
that's coming out that makes
I've
it look
seen
like I
take
know
him
things.
down. You just take him down with a sword.
I think this conversation
Crossbow.
You're
might
better
be,
to ask this question actually.
might
but
be
if-
a bit too
Why?
intellectual for me before I've had a drink of
Coffee.
coffee.
There you go. Gotcha.
Yeah,
Well,
Morning,
we already
everyone.
cooked you up some eggs
Oh,
On the tree.
on the tree.
And they're so good, it kind of sucks.
No, we've been down for 4 hours. We went down.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
still
yeah.
have my salts and all my little
Yeah.
like spices.
Right. Yeah.
So as you guys are having breakfast, the conversation continues.
Sure, but so, and that's what the dragon orb does, right?
Yeah.
Amplify spell, and we know spells that freeze the ground. We know spells that react with ice. We know
Loads
a
of
lot.
them.
So either,
So this is just a spell that gets cast every night.
I mean, what if somebody tampering
Oh my
with
god!
the
What if it's
orb,
like Groundhog Day?
but for an orb?
Yeah.
What? No, like seriously,
Sorry, what's Groundhog Day?
Oh, you know when around
It's,
February when the
What's February?
fuck off.
It's like a play. You know
Oh, okay.
the play Groundhog Day,
Yeah.
right? Where they live the
read
same
it.
day over and over. Yeah.
Oh, and the
right?
music was
Yeah.
written by
Day
Min
over and
Timshin. Sorry. So
It amplifies.
it amplifies.
What if it was to amplify something that someone needed to concentrate on? Would it just keep the concentration of it up? Does it amplify the fact that you need to concentrate?
That I don't know. But also, what if?
Maybe the answer though is maybe we should just gather our things and keep moving in the direction, see what happens tomorrow night.
I think you're correct.
Do we know?
Now that this is just a conversation
Yeah,
over
yeah,
breakfast,
that'd be-
I'm scrolling down the tree.
Right.
It's like a conversation montage of us like packing and traveling and whatever, and
Yeah.
Keller and fucking Keller's still going.
Right.
I mean-
so the question I have is, what direction are we going?
See these scorch marks?
Follow those
Into.
because we're going deeper into
Right,
Sylvanesti
where the
at this
big
point.
blast happened.
Yeah,
Yep.
I love that.
Isn't
Really.
exciting?
Yep.
yeah. You've kind of caught on that we run towards the danger at this point.
I've caught that.
We'll be okay.
And then you leave me with 2 dragons to take care of.
Would you rather fight
hags?
Don't answer that. I would.
Sometimes.
Would you?
It's, you
Well,
know,
that's. I
we
mean, the
would
dragons are important, and
we've got the spear for a reason.
That's true.
yeah. I mean,
we could
you are
protect him too. And he's strong. He
yeah, but he's
kicked
on
our
protection duty. That's his job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You are a good fighter.
That's why we don't. I mean, we couldn't handle the 2 dragons, but you can, and you're in charge of protecting them. That's where the fighting comes in.
That's true.
I mean, surely
I've
back at as the Unseelie Court when the zoo was loose, because you left with them, surely you fought something there.
Now,
No, I went to the Lovers' Lake and I got drunk. And
Pina
it
coladas.
was-
Before that,
Fantastic.
when you picked up the clothes at the gift shop.
I did find them hiding in the gift shop, yeah.
they were
Oh
hiding.
yeah, the gift shop.
Yeah.
We still have 4 pina coladas on our Cineway in the bag.
Wait, we still have paint.
We do.
It's
No, we
too,
don't.
you know what? It's too
Afternoon
early
drink.
for me. It's too
Afternoon
early for
drink,
me.
yeah.
I don't. I'm not gonna lie. I have a bit of a headache, and I don't know why.
It's because you put the sweet stuff into your body, and your body says no.
Yeah, the combination of the alcohols and the sugars, and then if you didn't eat much as well too, it could really fuck you up.
I understood about 30% of that, but I agree.
Ingredients.
So
Great.
yeah, I mean, maybe we just head that way. Maybe
And
it's
we-
just this tree. Maybe this place is cursed, and we just. Maybe tomorrow will be nice and
Yeah, I
warm
think
and
so.
toasty.
Or maybe tomorrow
Oh,
will be
God,
nice
the
and
dream, right?
kick our ass as well too.
We're gonna have to find another spot on the way to be able to sleep if this happens again.
I would love a spa. We should really, next time we're able to rest, we should go to a spa.
By the way, I was dreaming last night, and I was talking to Solinari, and I went back to the columns of the gods, which is where he speaks to me, kind of, and I noticed
Wow.
that 2 of the statues have been completely destroyed,
Oh, which
and
ones?
that seems.
Wait,
do I
since-
know which ones?
Roll a perception check for me.
Not religion.
Moving right along.
Perception.
Staring at the statues, right?
I do have a decent perception bonus.
We're in Saskatchewan.
11.
You weren't paying a lot of attention to the other statues. This song is too intense for this moment. I need to fix this.
Yeah.
Did you just stop it? Oh, that's
Music
not
was like,
fun.
oh yeah,
need to
well,
fix
fuck
this.
you.
You then.
You weren't paying that much attention, and so you weren't 100% sure, but you're pretty sure that one of the statues that had been there, that was no longer there, was a statue of a large blue bird. And that statue was to the god Habakkuk,
Habakkuk.
the god of animal life and natural balance.
Do I know that? Does that reflect only where I am, or the world as a whole?
You don't know.
Okay.
People might commonly know Habakkuk as the Fisher King. And yeah, it's the god of natural life.
Ben recounts that to the group. I didn't get much of a glance at both of them because, I mean, Solinari was there and it was kind of tense for a moment.
It's also kind of rude, you know, if you're
Having a
with a woman
conversation.
and you're looking at the other woman in the room.
yeah,
that's-
they don't like that.
Yeah.
Well, but I was able to figure out one was a great big bird. I think Ben thinks for a moment to some of the books he's read. Habakkuk,
Oh, yes.
god of nature, if I recall.
Yes.
Natural life, yeah.
Natural things was missing. And I'm curious.
The last time you were there,
So all the statues are typically in a state of disarray, including Solinari. But Solinari, as the moonlight hits, is filled in, and then he speaks to me through that. And all of the statues have kind of stayed mostly the same, correct? Except
They've all definitely become more decrepit.
they're slowly falling apart, with the exception of those 2.
oh dear.
I don't think this is a reflection of what's happening right now, do we?
Well, if we can assume that this is just a battleground or an echo of a greater war happening between the gods, perhaps maybe some of the gods have already fallen to.
God, of all the gods to die,
All
God of
natural
nature
things.
is not good.
Well, what
does
if it also-
What
hold on.
about that statue we saw up near Vogler? That was all
That was
decrepit
burnt.
and burnt. That was.
Yes,
What
that
statue?
was not.
Was that something else?
That was Chislev.
Chislev,
Yeah.
right?
I was the neutral god of nature.
These are the natural life.
Yeah, that was Chislev.
So there's natural life.
Yeah, so
Neutral god of
Habakkuk is
nature.
the good aligned god of natural life and of animal life and natural balance. and Chislev was the statue whose little field around the statue had been sundered in the way that you had seen a couple of other times. You also saw that same sundering at the site of the ancient battle, the ancient religious battle on the way to Dargard Keep, where you got attacked by the skeletons
Which
that were grabbing
wasn't
you.
directly correlated to a statue. It was just
There was something in the middle of that, but you didn't
But
we didn't get
decide to
Otherwise,
go check it out because
shit.
There was 100,000 undead now.
Well, do you think that the state of the statues has something to do with where we are in the world, or do you think that it is more to do with
That's a good point.
Time.
Nature is kind of dead here.
there's
I think
nothing,
with-
there's
That's what I was thinking. Where
there's
he physically
maybe
is
a bird.
But with the gods, they're I feel like they're sort of more everywhere all at once, kind of all around. So it could be just Kryn in general that there's no longer a connection for that god. Which I think that makes the most sense to me, is that, you know, maybe Habakkuk isn't dead entirely, because how does one kill a god?
I mean, we thought all of them were dead
Anyway.
350 years ago.
as you guys are walking, you realize that you start to hear the sound of rushing water. And in the distance ahead of you, you see the banks that just are coming up to the horizon, probably a few miles ahead of you, of a river that is flowing from your left to your right. And Cal, looking at it, and looking at the way the tracking of this explosion seems to be pointing, if you are headed towards Sylvanost, the high seat, where you believe all of this, where the center of this is, the river in front of you is most likely, because of the direction it's flowing, down towards the Bay of Stars. You are probably headed towards Sylvanost from the east. Sorry, from the west.
Coming in from the west.
Yeah. And it looks like Sylvanost is ahead of you, and on the other side of that river. Because Sylvanost, there's a river that splits around the city.
Okay.
And so the city is in between two on the delta between these two rivers that conjoin again before going down to the Bay of
it's
Stars.
not much further past the river. It's just the
No,
river
the city is
divides.
most of the space there.
Yeah.
At this point, you would expect to see trees standing hundreds of feet
White
into the air.
towers all the way up. Yeah.
They're mages towers. There should be travel carts on roads.
Yeah.
Where you can see the evidence that there used to be a road, it's scorched and patchy. So occasionally you find patches of cobblestones of what used to be a beautiful road through the winding woods. That is now mostly just dark black mulch in every direction.
Cal's walking ahead. Probably also solely for the purpose that you don't see his expression. You can feel it, maybe, in his shoulders. Like he's tense, but he's just walking. And he just turns to you guys and he says, "Not much further." And he keeps walking towards the river.
Ben's gonna follow up next to Cal and just, you all right?
You know, No. In all honesty, I thought I'd be able to handle seeing this. And,
How would you be able to handle seeing something you've never seen before?
What?
How could you expect yourself to handle something that you've never seen before?
I don't know.
It's
You ever walk into a situation and, like, think you know how a conversation's gonna go, so you, like, rehearse the lines a little bit, but then you show up and it's like, all words, you know? It's just, your expectations are not the reality that is in front of you.
I mean, not really. I kind of don't think too much about what I'm going to say. Just kind of say it.
Honestly, smarter, probably, at this point. No, have you ever left an argument and wish you didn't say what you did, and now it's too late to apologize?
No, I've done that.
He just gestures to the entire destruction and just goes, times 100.
Are you fighting with everybody here?
No, well, kind of.
That was a joke.
No, you know, it was a good one, because in a way, yeah, I was kind of fighting everyone here.
Were you fighting everyone here or fighting yourself in your relationship to everyone here?
Okay.
I'm just saying. I'm not trying to
No, you know,
reach into your soul. I just wanted to let you know that.
I felt the tug a little bit. I did. It was like, ah,
Mallory
Ben.
kind of sidles over to tell her and is like, are they like a thing?
No.
Is Bandon trying to like find out about his exes or something? This just feels like a weird line of questioning.
It does a little bit. You will find quite quickly that this group is like very homoerotic. Like everyone is kind of into everyone,
Kind of
but also
incestuous
nobody's
group as
into
well.
anyone else. It's a
Great.
whole thing. Yeah.
I love that for me. Cool.
Yeah, it's good to watch on the sidelines, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, it's. What was the question? Sorry, I lost it.
I don't remember.
Me neither.
Just wanted you to know that, you know, if you need any
Tell him
support,
not just Mallory. Like, see what I mean?
you don't have to bear it yourself. If you need to talk it out.
Yeah, but I feel like. Come on, we're all there on the same page, are we not? I lost my family. You're in danger of losing yours. We have other loss behind us. Like we're all kind of telling the same story. So what's there to tell?
Well, sometimes just saying it can help to alleviate the burden, if only for a little bit. And then maybe you won't run into walls so much.
Or the enemy?
Or the enemy. Maybe leave that to me.
Yeah, maybe.
And Ben's gonna start walking slightly faster in front of him.
Make
to,
a wisdom saving throw for me.
Oh! Wisdom saving throw.
That's good. Thanks, Vicky.
That's a 14 plus 7.
All right, everyone else make one as well.
21.
Hey.
You're within 10 feet of me, probably.
I am
so
within 10
you
feet
get
of
a plus 4 on your.
+4 permanent.
to your saving throw.
Fucking sick.
Wow.
Nat 20.
Okay.
I have to. Legally, you have to answer, otherwise you're a cop. Is this against being charmed?
No.
What are we rolling?
Is this against
Wisdom.
magical sleep?
All right, 12.
Natural 1.
Yeah, you know,
Oh, you don't.
Yeah.
You could tell.
In that moment, you lock up completely. You can't move.
'Kay.
You lock up completely. You can't move. Mallory keeps walking and suddenly starts looking around confused as both of the dragons and Azul also lock up and are suddenly frozen in place. You hear
I
pounding.
walk in to tell her.
Roll an attack for me. You hear the pounding of hooves as this sort of rock outcropping off to your left is suddenly around the corner of it rides 3 horses with cloaked figures on top. Their cloaks pulled over their faces, riding hard at the 3 of you, who are still able to move. What would you like to do as they make their way?
I whip the axe out, whip the shield out, and I stand in front of.
Cal is my name.
In front of Cal.
Yeah.
You're a whole person, so you can't do anything.
Yep, but he was next to us, right? So we all get +4 to that roll.
That depends on where everybody was.
If
'cause
you're
they
within
were-
10 feet, I am.
Were
and
you
I still failed.
within 10
obviously.
feet of him walking?
I don't know. I don't know how 10. How
I
much 10
was
feet is.
like ahead.
Okay,
He
you were
said
ahead.
he went ahead, and I.
They were
followed
trying to have a
him.
private conversation that everyone was
Yeah,
listening
got
in,
it.
so I'm going to say you're 11 and a half feet.
That's just inside your hearing range. Is 11.
11 feet 6 inches.
Yeah. Now we're getting
So Harvest, you're also free.
Yeah, I am going to literally just take a bonus action and like Crimson Right on my hands as I'm like werewolfing up.
Great.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Can we get the whole Power Rangers like fucking transformation theme?
Are you fully werewolfing up right now?
Yeah.
Okay, so what you see is there are 3 riders on that rock, that little bit of rock that was hiding there, or not hiding there, but they were hiding behind.
Yeah.
You see 2 cloaked figures with long staves step up, and they start pointing their staves down at you guys from about 120
Can
feet
you
away.
speak while held?
You cannot speak.
You
No.
cannot speak. Okay.
No. And you see these 3 riders are charging at you. One of them has a sword on their hip. The other 2 both seem to be holding up their right hands as if they're beginning to cast spells. And then they see Harvest just like rip her face off, and the snout pushes through. And there's a moment where the horses begin to slow down a little bit as they kind of begin to take this kind of circular posture.
Yeah.
And they split up,
more
2
defensive.
turning. And realizing, not 100% sure what is going on here, until all of a sudden you feel it, the hold person on you drop. as the person at the front turns and starts galloping her horse towards you. She throws her cloak back and just yells you, Callie? What the fuck are you doing here?
Fucking damn it!
And the rest of you feel the hold person's drop on all of you.
Harvest is like
your
about
friend,
to leap.
Mel,
Is it Mel? Yeah.
comes riding over hard on her horse. What are you doing here?
What are you doing here?
I mean, I've been here the whole time. What do you mean?
You never left, Sylvanesti?
Well, I mean, we left and came back. We gotta get the dragon orb.
Hold on. And he just hugs her if possible, even if she's on the
like
horse.
awkwardly leaning down, kind of patting your head with her.
Can he just like pull her down into an embrace? Like,
You can try.
shop with my strength. This is love.
you like you kind of wrap your arms around her waist a little bit. It's awkward. It's an awkward hug.
But I don't care.
You notice she like pulls her left arm away from you,
Yeah.
and it's sort of hidden by a cloak, and she just kind of like leans away. She kind of like awkwardly caresses the top of your head. It's like, yeah, hi.
And then I like, you know, when you go for like a high five, but then you like put your hand on the horse instead. I'm
Yeah.
Like, hey, so you've been here the whole?
Yeah, I'm trying to get the orb. Did your dad send you?
No, well, kind of.
He said he didn't know where you were.
You know, I saw him eventually. How long ago did you see him?
No, I hear from him at night.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, no.
He said you went missing a week ago?
Yeah, we took a weird detour in the Feywild.
Okay, well, we can't be here then. We've got to move. What are you guys doing out in the open?
Look, we didn't know what longest portal Fey. Oh, it's a whole story.
Okay.
I gotta catch you up. It's wild.
Sure.
Harvest has gone up to one of the like people holding a stick and
Harvest,
just, like
wait!
batting it like the stick away and like trying to like
And he just
scare the
moves
horse.
it right back into your face immediately.
Yeah.
The horse gives you that like sort of vapid look that horses give. That it's just like, I weigh more than you, and I'm not scared of you.
Yeah.
I don't know if that.
I don't know if you've been around a war horse. They're pretty
Are
monstrous.
they all Sylvanesti? Like, are they all? Elves?
You don't know. The
still
others have kept their
cloaked?
hoods up.
Harvest. It's
They
okay.
do look.
It's,
He's like pointing his stick right in your eye, and you keep batting it away, and he points it right back in your eye.
it's okay. It's okay. Both of you, please. Ryder, please. We're trust me. We're allies here.
He slings his staff back over his shoulder.
Thank you.
There's like blood on it from like the crimson writing of my.
Mel is like batting her hand back at the two people standing on top of the rock as they kind of like put their stabs down. And everyone starts to chill.
Yeah. No. We should. I guess take cover. I didn't realize we were. Are there things around here that we should be?
Dragons. You believe it?
Multiple dragons.
Well, I mean, I don't know what they are. They look like dragons.
Yeah,
They don't have
okay.
wings, I guess, but
Yeah. No.
I guess they have wings, but they don't fly.
Okay.
There's an army.
I
of
think
them.
we have seen that army.
Great. Well,
They're
it's
here.
Wild. Yeah. Follow us. What? Sorry, I'm Mel.
Hi, I'm Ben.
Hi, Ben. I can't reach your hand. You're so short.
We'll do. Yeah. We'll
Tell
take-
her,
we'll
it's
take
an
one
honor
more
to meet you.
Tell her, nice to meet you. And
Harvest.
Still
a
wolf.
wolf?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Uh,
And then Mallory's like, I'm Mallory, and Azul's like, hello.
Teller is immediately, as soon as they like came over and started being like, oh yeah, there are dragons, Teller beelines to Azul and like holds his hand out to like hold Azul's hand to be like, no.
Azul just
it's-
looks,
with us.
Azul looks like you're like taking him to kindergarten as
Yeah.
he's just got here.
hello.
I am a dragon thing, but I don't think I'm one of those ones. I'm a
Yeah.
kobold. And she's like,
With us.
With us.
okay. And
Us.
and then there's two girls. Hi, us. Hello.
With us.
Okay.
It's weird.
Okay. Cool.
Who the fuck are you calling weird?
No, not you. The situation. It's a lot to catch up. Sorry, Mel and I. This is my best friend, guys.
Hi.
Hello.
Oh! Shut up.
What did he say about me? We have to handle that later.
Let's go,
We
please.
can't be out
Let's
here.
leave. Yes, take us to
Right.
wherever you are.
You have a camp.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so she turns the horse and she starts riding down a little bit south and away from the river that
Yeah.
you had just been coming from. You know immediately you're headed in the direction of Balanost, which is an elvish city that had been a rather large city on this side of the river before whatever happened. And the two elves on the outcropping get down. They get on horses and begin to ride out after you. And so once everyone is caught up and you're heading out, you they keep the horses at a respectable trot so that you guys can keep up. And you notice that the elves that are with Mel have just their head on a swivel. Like, they are constantly watching behind, watching above. Their staves are not pointed at you anymore, but you can tell they're still very much at attention and ready to pull them and get involved in anything. And it's a couple of hours of a march as you guys head south.
Damn.
Harvest eventually loses her werewolf form, and everyone can see that you are also an elf. Which there. So
There's a story there too.
So how did you were up in Kalaman, weren't you?
We were up in Kalaman, and then, fuck guys, what happened after Kalaman? That's when we went out into the mountain, right?
We went down
We went to
to
the
find the gnome who does the fire stuff, the dragon beater fire thing, and then we went into the woods
Right,
to chase down some
the-
other dragons.
The architect that built the.
Yeah.
Oh, and then we went to find Lord Soth. Right, we went to
Yeah.
find Lord Soth, and then we found
Yeah,
Lord
that
Soth.
was-
All right,
when-
gang. With the details, we don't need to tell them our whole life story. But
Well,
That was when you lost your dad.
yeah.
Right.
We spoke. He spoke also at essentially the gathering of leaders and
In Kalaman.
in Kalamon,
Yeah.
and we said goodbye there. We left on slightly better terms than we left last time.
He's been through it.
Yeah, he didn't. He looked like he was recovering, at least. I hope. A lot of his magic is
He was capable of sending the last few days.
Good.
I
That's
heard from
good.
him. So that's it's a step forward.
Yeah.
It's been a year.
Fuck, it's been a year.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, And anyway, we kind of landed in the middle of Sylvan Esti like this after traveling through the Feywild, and we kind of couldn't guarantee stories. Mel, everything that we read, thought about, it's beyond. It's wild.
I always
No
thought
pun
if we
intended.
went together, you'd get lost, and I'd have to save you. Or
They did. I did.
thank you. Thank you.
You were always better at
Everything.
everything. Yeah.
I like her.
Yeah, me too. Mel, it really is great to see, and as he says, great to see you. He tries to hold your left hand.
She pulls back, and she just kind of.
Are you hurt?
No,
You
I'm good.
Ben looks at Harvest like,
Well, things here are very different than. How much do you know?
Sylvan Esti? Nothing. I know someone tampered with the dragon orb. I know it was used in defense. I knew it leveled the city, and then something is happening now with ice and magic. Is that?
Oh, at night. Yeah. No, you
Is
have to sleep off the ground.
Do you know what it is?
No, it just in the middle of the night for
Whatever.
2.5, 3 hours.
Yeah.
You just have to prop your camp up.
We thought maybe it would be repercussions of a faulty dragon orb going off, because since it was
I
tampered
think
with.
so. I mean,
Yeah.
that's when it started. It, wasn't a thing before. And
No, it was quite peaceful to sleep on the ground before.
So, welcome to Sylvan Esti, our home.
Or what it was.
Now that we welcome people in, because there's no reason to keep them out, I guess.
We don't have any walls to keep them out of. Sorry, bad joke.
No. Sylvan Esti's fallen. And I mean that literally, Sylvanost. Callie and I used to play at this underground lake beneath the city. It's a lot of fun. But when the Dragon Orb went off, the city collapsed down into that cavern. And so, in order to get to Old Sylvanost, we are trying to find a way down. Because the Dragon Orb is down there somewhere. And sitting on top of it is a dragon and his army. I don't know if you know much, but dragon is apparently named Cyan Bloodbane. It's,
cyan like the color.
Have we heard this name before? No.
no.
You got it, Cyan Bloodbane.
He's a monstrous green dragon.
Green.
We've been trying to intercept people from the army, this draconic force, for a couple of weeks now. Trying to figure out a way down. It's at a slant. And the opening side, where it's easy to get down, you just walk down into the city at an angle. It's covered thousands of these draconics, whatever they are.
Draconics aren't affected by the
Cold.
Nothing
At night.
with draconic. Yeah,
blood.
doesn't seem like anything dragon related is. We've been. That's why we attacked you. We thought you were another group of emissaries from one of the other armies, or someone going to see Cyan, and
Yeah.
we figured you might have information that might be helpful to us.
That's fair.
But we have been. We have a small force. We don't have enough to siege them, so we're trying to figure out a way to get the Dragon Orb back because I think I can fix it. I think so. And if we can fix it, we might be able to at least kill Cyan, but
To use it again.
yeah. What Consaldi did to it ruined it.
Yeah.
But if we can use it right, we might be able to undo whatever is causing Sylvanesti to stop growing. We can't grow anything here.
So you think the spell was almost necrotic, like destroyed everything that was living, and kept it that way?
Something like that, yeah. Consalti betrayed us.
Yeah.
And,
And killed everyone we knew.
well, most people got out. I don't know how they're living with his people, but...
Or whatever remnants of life they had then.
What do you mean by that? Why did you look at me when you said his people?
It's not like the Qualinesti elves are exactly the kindest of people.
It's-
And the Sylvanestian elves, taking refuge there, aren't exactly treated well.
I'm very aware, but I purposely am here. I shed my name. So
I'm sorry. I mean nothing by it. I just... Things are tense.
You can welcome Teller like you would welcome me.
Okay.
I trust him.
As you guys kind of make your way, you realize the ground is beginning to slope down again. And the effects of the blast are becoming less and less on the ground as you head in this direction away from it. And you see the sort of rolling hills of this area ahead of you as you head into an area of what had previously been jungle, where from a certain point on these hills up, there is nothing living. But below whatever that line is on these hills, it does seem like if you go down enough, the grass is growing green, and trees are starting to able to grow. They're all the same height, where the top of them had been sheared off about a year earlier.
God.
But it does seem like life does continue in parts of the area that have been shielded from the initial blast by the hills and the angle of it. And she just turns to you and says, "Welcome to Balanos. It's
Somewhat
what's left."
Somewhat intact, I guess.
Somewhat.
Well, it looks better than Vogler.
Yeah.
Where's Vogler?
North.
Oh,
Somewhere.
what happened there?
It just burned to the ground.
The army invaded.
Okay.
Yeah. They're moving and fast, and we don't even know how they move as fast as
Oh, this is the town you were in.
Yeah.
Before Calaman.
Yeah,
Okay.
before we met up with
I'm
Dad.
piecing it together.
Sorry, it's a lot has happened in a short amount of time.
Oh, what?
Yeah, and-
what color are the lizards? The dragon
the
things.
army that you see.
Bronze, copper, silver.
Oh fuck! They're everything. Doesn't
Gold.
matter.
It's
it's the
all
same.
of
It's
them.
metallic.
All right. They all do different things, which you probably already know.
So and not that you sat there and counted heads, but you say the army that's defending the Dragon Orb, is that the full army? Like we're talking thousands?
I don't know. The problem is they're down in the city, and we
Yeah.
can't even get a full count because we can't get close enough to the lip to look down.
Are they all dragonkin, or is it just people who have willed themselves to Takesis and this fight?
Occasionally, we'll find someone leading the dragon things that aren't dragons. Humans, we've seen some Sylvanestian elves. Whoever broke off with Consaldi when they betrayed us, and then obviously the Minotaurs from the south have come up. And
Yeah, obviously.
sorry, we've shared this jungle with a group of Minotaurs for hundreds of years in a rather tense battle, shall we say, and they're clearly aligned with whatever force is.
And they don't necessarily seem to be affected by the ground at night.
I
They're
haven't seen them at night. They might just sleep off the ground like we do. We have cots that we take with us that just have legs that are the right height.
No, yeah, of course. I'm in my workshop phase at the minute.
Yeah. Once you know it's coming, it's easy to avoid it. But I'm sure it was a surprise last night.
You know,
Yeah, quite. I was
it
surprised.
was.
You start making your way through the hills.
Yeah.
And the conversation keeps going, and you tell some of your adventures. Mel kind of tells you story that you basically already know about what happened that day, but just fills in where she was and her feelings around it. And as you make your way into the forest here, what's left of it, you start to see elves in similar black cloaks to the ones that these have, like peering out behind trees. And then they see the horses and Mel and the other elves with you, who haven't said anything the whole time, haven't removed their cloaks, or just sitting silently on their horseback. You make your way through these trees, and people reveal themselves, and eventually it opens up into a clearing of fire pits and makeshift sort of hovels that are all on stilts 2.5 feet off the ground and just sort of sitting around the trees between these 3 hills on a rather beautiful part of what's left here. You realize as you kind of are brought into this central area, when you look around in any direction, you see trees. And whatever darkness is at the top of these hills is blocked from this place. And so for a brief moment, you're able to let go of what has been the visual decay of the world of Sylvanessi around you for the hours of walking you've done, both towards Sylvanos and now away from it. And as you are pulled into this group, Callie finally drops off of her horse and sort of just welcomes you. You see there's probably 200, 250 people here. It's a force, but it's certainly not an army. And it's just kind of, it's like, that was a long walk. Food? Is everyone...
Sit down.
Yes, please.
That'd be great.
Great. Yeah, I'll let them know to cook you guys up something. I'll be right back. And she walks off.
What? So
You met your little lover.
we were never lovers.
Oh, is that you're not okay?
No. That's my.
No,
oldest,
they're just besties.
That's my oldest and
Bestie.
dearest
What's
friend.
a bestie?
I had a bestie once.
It's like a best friend.
Oh, bestie.
But like in a playful
Okay.
kind of, yes.
Just someone you would.
Playful kind of. Okay.
Well, because like best friend, saying someone's your best friend is like that's a hard like line. This person is my best friend. Saying a bestie is more like it's more like a playful, like it's not quite best friend like you're saying the full sentence, but it's
You don't have to commit.
grander than just a friend or good friend.
So you can have multiple besties, but only one best friend.
Not necessarily. It's all a philosophical thing. It's more of a playful best friend.
It's a
all-
subjective title, really.
Yeah.
Just whatever it means to you.
This was way less complicated in the cave. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh yeah, what was
Yeah.
it like in the cave?
Oh, we just kind of had sex, and
Love that.
It's so much more simple.
It's just easy.
so easy.
there wasn't much to do, to be honest. We ate, drank, and had sex.
Nice.
That's fair.
You didn't forge anything with that giant forge.
Again, it was so large. I don't.
true.
That thing was built. It was that the. When you said to build something, I was like, I don't even know if I can. I would have to stand on the anvil and be swinging down
no,
between my legs.
we were very.
It
angry.
really wasn't my finest moment. I
no,
was
it's
quite yes.
I mean, you almost lost limbs that day.
I did, yes.
So
yeah.
delirious.
Yeah, sorry about that.
It was
yeah,
her fault.
no.
You did break into my house.
like.
Yeah, and we killed your kitten, so
all
whatever.
of my friends.
Yes.
And my lover.
Yeah, so whatever.
I'm
It's
sorry
really
about
But
bad.
you all had sex, so we were all lovers, or?
We
Yeah,
killed
but
all
well, I
his
had a
friends and
favourite.
lovers.
Oh, is you kill your favorite lover?
Yeah.
Yeah. Which is a
Sorry,
shame. And
best
again,
friend's kind
I'm
of like a
so
favourite.
sorry about that.
Oh yeah.
It's like a favorite that you just hold dear, close to you.
So, what are we gonna do if it's a full army down there?
Well, I mean, what did we do last time when there was a full army?
We
We could
ran
light it all
away.
on fire.
we
That'd
ran
work.
away.
I'd like that.
Yeah. Can the Dragonor be harmed by fire?
Well, we need to
I
get
don't-
close to
we're
fix
not,
it,
We're
I think
not
is
going to
the
get
goal.
close to do
No, but I
anything
mean,
to
if you
it.
burned everything around it, then wouldn't it just like reveal itself
You wanna-
if it doesn't get harmed?
I don't know.
You want to burn a dragon?
No, the orb,
Orb.
like this whole
Mallory's
city.
just sort of like.
No, if you light the whole city on fire, then the orb will reveal itself as long as it's fireproof.
The whole city was... What's there to light?
The rubble. Did you guys use stone? I don't know. Or was it wood?
No, there was lots of stone.
So, I think that the best course of action is to do what we did, last. Hopefully it won't go the same way as last time we tried to break into a dragon camp, and we're not going to, be very loud. We're going to try and be a smaller unit and sneak in.
Yeah.
Um,
I've seen the orb, have I? Before?
Yeah, you've seen it. You've
Sorry.
seen it like paraded on like celebration days on like
Yeah.
a giant pillow. Like you've never seen it used for anything.
Got you.
It's like
But it's
parading
been-
a nuke through the city.
I would know that it would fit in a bag of holding. Or,
Oh yeah,
or it's
yeah.
transportable.
I mean,
Wow.
it's smaller than a basketball.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So it's like
okay.
almost like an arcane focus. Like it's just like
Yeah.
Okay.
It's something that
This
you can.
little
It's something you can
orb.
reasonably hold
It's a
as you are
palantir.
casting
That's
it.
what I was doing.
So just
Yeah,
to let-
I would say it's like kind of
A
like
man in a
the size of a
big
palantir.
beard, sort of long nails, sort of pondering
Yeah.
it like
I was
so.
gonna say don't let Pippin near it. Okay. So
Hey,
fool of a took.
Callie sort of comes back.
Mel, I'm Callie.
yeah.
Sorry, Mel comes back. The two sort of hooded figures with her continue to just kind of hover over her shoulder, not saying anything, as she kind of like swings her leg over the bench. And some people come over and they bring over. It's a meal of like mostly vegetables. It's a lot of root veggies. The sauce is really delicious. But she's just kind of like, not a lot of meat here. So occasionally we get some birds, and we haven't had anything teleported in a minute. So
Veggies are great.
sorry.
No, it's fine.
That's fine, dog.
Yeah. Hi.
Hi.
So who are these fuckers?
That's
it's an term of endearment with
It's a good
Mel.
thing, Doug.
It's a
It's
good
positive.
thing. Trust me. I
mean, if you're with him, I'm assuming, but
So long story short, we all met at a funeral, or at least on the way to a
wow.
funeral.
Okay.
Yeah. No, it was. We didn't know each other
So
before.
it hasn't been better for you over there than it was
It
for us
really
here.
hasn't
Okay,
been
cool.
much better. Isbin Grinshield. Do you know Isbin? Ever heard
Your
of the name?
dad's friend.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah. So it turns out actually Teller traveled with Isbin many times and told many of those stories that you heard. Isbin exaggerated them, of course, but Teller was there, part of his group, and we met on the road towards his funeral and were cut off by some of that army, some of the Dragonkin.
Yeah, they're getting around Kryn somehow.
Yeah, we had no idea where they came from.
Well, we actually found out how. We found out
some
how
of
they
them,
were getting
yeah.
around, right?
Actually, bones, blood, and portals. A little bit of blood magic. Said with a bit of weight into
Blood
the,
magic to where? Oh, the Feywild,
the
where you were. Oh
Feywild,
shit.
yeah.
Oh
Yes,
wow.
yeah.
Okay.
And then that's how, and we using the same,
Portal?
portals.
Yeah.
We that's how we were able to get here. 3 days ago, we were in
Dargard Keep.
Dargard Keep. Thank you, Don.
You were in Daggerheart.
We were in Daggerheart. I know.
Come watch the episode of Daggerheart.
We were playing Donkey Kong in Daggerheart. It's very weird.
No, Donkey Dong.
Yeah.
Donkey Dong.
Yeah, but yeah, Daggerheart. And fuck,
We're in Dargard Keep.
Daggerheart Keep.
Okay, and then so now you're here.
And then we got here in 3 days by traveling through the Feywild.
It's fast.
Fast.
Yeah,
And that's how they're
shit-
shipping all of their armies, it turns out.
Yeah,
Blood
Except-
magic, huh?
yeah. How's that going?
I mean, I remember you being the one judging me for my style.
Wait, what's wrong with blood magic?
No, it's not. It wasn't.
To be fair, I was the one to open the portal. So I was the one to do the
Oh,
blood magic.
no. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
He kind of like turns away from the group a little bit. And he's
Uh-huh.
like, Mal, like, look, I projected a little bit of my own shit a bit, and
A little bit.
look, it's not. The practice isn't the problem. It's. I was kind of jealous, and I was kind of afraid of what it could do. And look,
I'm a necromancer.
I
And
love that.
I got it.
Callie didn't like that. And he let me know it. But we're good.
We're good.
What's the point in fighting, right?
Well, fighting each other.
Yeah. Given
Speak.
what we lost.
I have to ask.
Yeah.
Points to your guys.
Yeah. What? You had to ask.
Are they alive?
No.
Okay, thought so. Sorry, the last time I didn't ask who was a hooded figure, it
thought it
turned
would
out
be
that she
rude
was
to
bound
ask
to a
why they're
shield and then
so
fucked us over.
quiet.
Oh, fair.
So
Yeah,
I
that
had to
happens.
ask what the hooded figures.
Can I look at them?
Yeah, go ahead. She kind of like gestures, and they pull their hoods down, and you see like an elvish head, but the skin is all just burned to a crisp, and it just kind of like, it has no eyes. Its head is a little bit off to the side, and it just like pulls its hood back and just stands there, just sort of looking almost like a wax figurine that's been melted just a little bit.
So all 250 odd of these.
No. I couldn't control that many. Yet.
Breathe.
But
Breathe. It's okay.
like,
Oh, this is
there's
gonna
like
be
6.
incredible.
Oh.
No, most people here are people.
That's so cool. I can only do that, but for like.
The 1 second when they come up,
Only a second.
they get
yes, I
that
didn't know
last.
that.
when they
I-
look
I-
like
I
a
knew
puppet
that.
on
Yeah, I
strings and
remember.
then
I know,
miss every
it's
time.
so boring.
She
in
kind of gestures and it
comparison.
covers its head back up. People don't like eating around it.
Valid.
Ben's just kind of mouthful of potato, whatever. Oh,
Yeah, you're fascinated by them. It's fine.
Never seen it.
So, yeah, that's how we met. And we've kind of been inseparable ever since. We sort of aligned and stayed on the same page for a lot of topics. I'm shit. I'm kind of in tuned with the moon, Lunatari.
Yeah, I know. It
Remember the
like
shard?
attached itself to you?
Yeah, but it got
Yeah.
worse, and he kind of lowers his sleeve, and you see the entire like armor that it's forming on my arm a little bit here, like all the.
Oh, it got bigger.
Yeah,
Is it growing?
I don't know. I
It just, did you wake up one day and it was bigger?
no. I touched a shard, and it kind of imbued
Again?
itself. Yeah, I didn't learn much. Come on, Mel.
Versus science, obviously.
For what it's worth, I know since we've been traveling together, he's grown in strength exponentially.
Well,
Who
Yeah,
had a
he's
shard
very
of the moon?
strong.
Strength.
Very strong.
Soul.
Yeah, where did you find a second shard of the moon? On the ground.
oh, she was an orc,
Ogre.
ogre. She was an ogre.
And
This was actually not far from what Dargard Keep.
Oh my
was a- there
god!
was a-
I forgot this happened.
Yeah,
yes.
there's a town. There was a town.
you're a great storyteller.
There was a town.
I wrote it down.
there was an entire town which at times was eerie, but then beautiful. But it was an ogre, and was she a shaman? Sorry, from memory.
Yeah.
She was. There was an ogress shaman, and she
Stuck him
somehow.
behind a curtain.
No, she gave me tea, and it somehow bridged the gap between realities. And I was sitting there, and Lunatari was present, and then out of the blue was manifested elementals almost of my father. Pyven, our old teacher, Pyven was there.
Yeah.
You were there.
Okay.
And I had to fight them off. I'm reminiscing, and then unfortunately somehow she was killed in that reality, and then came back. When I came to, the entire place was on fire. She was dead. I guess her soul must have. We pulled her out, and in her chest was this shard, and I don't know. Maybe I was confused with trying to resuscitate or whatever, but I was drawn to it. Something was almost like humming, to kind of pull me in. Not quite like a siren, but I don't even remember at this point. And I touched it, and I was one level higher than Ban. Fuck this. And then this whole thing, and it like, you remember it almost looked like shrapnel in my body. It completely evolved, and since then my magic's been more potent. I felt more strength and more attuned to magics, to create them, to get rid of them. There's so many things.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you need to keep killing other people who have touched the moon?
Fuck. I hope not. I don't want to kill
Seems
people.
dark.
Shit. I never thought of it like that.
Is it like a there can only be one situation?
I
Or?
really hope not.
It's like I gotta catch 'em all situation.
Yeah, because that would be like, that would be a big turn of the tables, me dissing necromancy, then having to kill people and absorb their power.
I'm just
And
saying.
from
I
the way you
said I
told,
was
from the way you
sorry.
told the story, that is not what
I
happened.
didn't kill her. She just
Happened to die.
happened to have the shard of
Yeah, she gave you a tea that put you into a trance, and then you woke up and the house was on fire.
That
and
does
you
sound
saw-
bad, actually. If you tell
you
the story like that, it's pretty
Attacked me in this trance with the god?
No, there was. Oh my god. Sorry, there was one more thing. Was it Takesis was there?
Oh,
No, that was those summons, those elementals was from the bad side of
Okay,
the
cool,
gods.
cool, cool.
My bad. That's a huge thing.
this is small. It's a small
Yeah,
part.
yeah, yeah. No,
you had
sorry.
a other dimensional fight with the god that we're all at war with.
Yes.
Cool.
And Lunatari didn't have enough strength at the time to protect the Ogress and myself, and I tried and I couldn't get to her in time. Sorry.
I would lead with that part of it.
I should have.
It
I
kind of sounded like you killed that woman.
did
in a
not kill her.
trance.
No,
Yeah.
Takesis killed her. I
Cool.
think I don't know if the shard was there as like Lunatari trying to be like, I got your back. We need you. I don't know. I don't really talk to the gods as much as this one does. He's
What?
Solinari's chosen. The gods are back. You know this, right? Kind of.
No. What?
Shit, Mel.
I know Takesis is here fighting him.
Oh, surprise.
Yeah. So
Did your father not tell you that the
We
gods
get
are back?
25 words a night. It's
That's
not,
true. It's not
a very
3 words.
efficient system
Mel,
of
it's
communication.
like everything we've ever read is just slapping us in the face. It exists. It's here. I'm sometimes speaking to gods. So is this one.
Great.
And I thought
mean, there are
he
dragons.
was. There's
It's not that
dragons again.
surprising.
Like I thought he was batshit crazy, saying I'm Solinari's.
The
chosen
dragons
one."
never really left.
What?
What?
Well, like they left here, but, they didn't
weren't.
leave.
They weren't eviscerated or extinct.
They
or
left with
gone.
Takesis.
Yeah.
They weren't killed. They've just been waiting. Like the Cyan is the same dragon that our ancestors fought 350 years ago.
Oh, good. I hoped it'd be a smaller version.
No, he's big as fuck.
Great.
Great.
Yeah, no, he's like sitting on the city.
There's clerics again.
Yeah, you don't happen to
That's
have any
good.
Yeah.
clerics, do you?
Well,
I
we
can't
shouldn't
imagine
know
so.
at this point.
Not here. Mallory's like, I'm a
Oh
cleric.
shit!
Mallory.
No, I know you are, but I mean,
Just in camp.
didn't we find out that our girls might be healed with like a greater restoration?
Yes,
or something?
with big magic.
Your
Yes,
girls?
Yeah.
These two.
Yeah.
So
They're
we're dragons.
What? Like,
Yes.
Tell her, it's okay.
Oh God.
It's-
Yes.
Yeah, I
It's
said
okay.
they-
Oh fucking.
No, trust. If there's anyone you can tell,
It's Mel.
Yes.
what
shit,
color?
that rhymed.
It's
That's why I was waiting
Yeah.
That was
for you
pretty
to
good.
say
I
it.
just
They're
gestured to her.
bronze.
They're
think.
dragons, but they were originally used to create more dragons. Therefore, they don't.
They were forced to breed.
They were basically mutilated and
Stark.
kept in a breeding pit.
No,
It's very.
That's darker. Okay.
again traveling
yeah.
before the Feywild to get to the.
So you want a regenerate spell?
We'd
We would
really
love
like to
one.
get their
I
wings
mean,
back.
I can't do that, but
That's fine.
That's it. Regenerate. That's
I
our
mean-
word.
Well, there's other. There's other. Yeah. There's other
in Qualinesti, you could get that done, not cheaply, but it could be done there. They
Yeah.
have druids that could definitely pull that
No.
off. And now with clerics, and she kind of points at Mallory, and Mallory's like, I'm not there yet.
Oh, the Colonesti won't have any clerics. It's godless country.
I'm no.
Don't you have druids that can
Yes, I
regenerate?
know,
and-
but it's on the great to-do list of the things that we have to do. But
Oh yeah, we do need to go
Most
there.
any druid that can knows. We'll talk about this later, but
Okay.
any druid that can knows my face, and that's not a road that we can cross at the minute.
Heard.
If there's, I mean, I'm not much of a spellcaster like some of
You
you.
have your ways, bud.
But if the regenerate spell is good enough to heal the dragons, and if we're able to get the orb and fix it, if we put a regenerate spell into the orb, which if you, I understand what you said earlier, it expands it, would it not heal Sylvanesti?
Well, you said that you could heal Sylvanesti regardless.
Well,
Arguably,
I can
yes,
fix
it
the
could.
orb.
she said she can fix the orb. But
I'm
I
just
hoping
mean-
that fixes
it-
Sylvanesti,
it-
but I don't
I just
know.
mean, like, wouldn't it fix it now,
I mean,
don't know.
immediately?
I'm hoping that fixing the orb will just stop
Well, it does not.
the ongoing decay.
Do I know the properties of regenerate? Do I know the spell? Like, do I have a read? the
You
spell?
would have it. You would know it like
Is-
theoretically from school.
Is it like only natural things? So, like for example, stone towers and an entire city wouldn't be rebuilt.
Yeah, it wouldn't rebuild, but it
Yeah.
could maybe stop the
spreading.
inability for things to grow.
Yeah.
It could. I mean,
Or a greater I honestly, like greater restoration might be regenerate is specifically to like regrow limbs,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
So
yeah.
greater restoration maybe would be the better
the
spell
earth,
to
yeah.
end whatever the curse
But,
is, or like a breaking
Yeah.
a curse, not bestow curse.
Dispel
what's-
magic? No.
No, what's the curse spell? It's
Is it not dispel curse?
maybe it's that. But
Whatever.
yeah, so
Pretend
like
like
something
you
like
know what
that.
you
Yeah.
But yeah, you can't like regenerate buildings.
Yeah. So to answer your
I
question,
just meant the trees.
Yeah, no, it would be a start. Yes.
So
but I've never
I'm
thought
sorry,
about that.
so-
That might work.
Yeah,
you might
like
be able to regrow a bunch of trees really
yeah.
quickly.
If you punch, if
So-
you,
Trees have limbs?
No, because there would still have to be a piece of them that's alive. So like the trees in the like valleys that are
Yeah.
partially alive could be.
yeah, if
you know
they're
what
dead,
I mean.
you need
you
a
would-
true resurrection.
You would,
Yeah.
you would essentially like refertilize the dead ground.
So are you saying
Speak
that
about the undead
the
trees.
Yeah.
Sylvanesty and the Qualinesti elves have to work together?
Oh, I don't know. I'm just saying it's an
Seems
idea.
like a
Likely
bad
is that.
idea.
Not.
I know.
Not gonna happen.
Yeah.
Not with the current powers that be, regardless.
Yeah. It's not like
We
this-
could remove the powers that be.
So
It's on the to-do list.
I mean that's on our to-do list as well.
Oh, great.
just to as Ben is like his plate
back to
is
that.
now crumbs. Just to backtrack a little bit.
Taylor like pushes his plate toward you.
You were saying earlier that we should sneak into the dragon compound.
When
Does he always talk with his mouth full?
Yes.
he does.
It's
You just
some-
learn to
it's
tune
always
it out.
endearment from where I'm from.
I've heard about the Kender. Yeah.
They're great.
We were briefly discussing this plan of yours
Yeah.
to get the orb, and the best course of action when it comes to we can't march with 250, keeping it a small unit to be able to sneak in is almost always best. Could we attempt to get in and get to the orb with 5,
Maybe 6.
8, a small unit of people?
I'm assuming you want in.
Well, yeah, that's why I said 6, 5, 6. Yeah.
Well, Mallory 6. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh.
Healers are good.
We just don't know a way in.
We were talking about how if there's an army down there, how are we even gonna have a hope and a dream of getting close to the?
The army's in the city. I don't think they'd be exactly where the orb is kept. There's no way they can fit that. in.
We're hoping they don't know what it is and they're not watching it.
And they're just on top of where it's held, right? They're not.
I mean, I don't know.
God,
There's no way they found the
Well-
we were able to get here from following scorch marks. If scorch marks came from the orb, they won't know what it is, but they'd know it's something.
But it's not currently out in the open in the middle of the city, no?
Were there any like?
That's actually really.
They're all
that's a good
pointing
point.
to
You know
one-
what? I think we've had some really flawed thinking about.
It's been a very traumatic year, darling. It's quite okay.
I didn't really think about the fact that it's not like in a building or.
So is there a way into Sylvanesti underground?
Yeah, the two of you just played in this city all the time. Are you telling me you said there was an underground lake that you all hung out in? Was there no paths you decided to explore that
Any
you could?
forbidden things?
They
that
were
got
down
on
through
ruler?
the city, but the city fell through.
There's no back door or back cave out somewhere.
I mean, if water went in and there's water there, then could we not follow the water? Maybe the water will lead to a cave, which leads to an entrance, which leads to the.
Or does the water lead where the army is currently sitting?
There. You know, maybe.
Because kind of, didn't we get up and in? We got back to the library.
Well, there was an
They did
old
get up and in.
old tomb that fed the underground lake.
Oh, there we are.
Like crypt, like.
Like a mine.
Kind of, yeah.
You fucking.
But they
keep your
buried
mouth shut.
It was an old religious pathway.
That's not where they buried like all the.
Wait, which god?
It was pre-calamity when the relationship between gods and people here was
Yeah,
strange.
I mean like, but I mean like, which god did it belong to? Because if
No,
we,
I understand. I am saying that there was a period of time before the gods wiped out this part of Kryn that the Sylvanestian elves broke off and became a little bit insulated against everything and everyone else. And when we did, we didn't exactly keep to gods as the rest of Kryn knows them.
so did you destroy it or?
Who's the tomb for then?
Well, it was for our ancestors.
And you said it was religious, so is it a Sylvanesti religion?
We didn't
Yeah.
Oh, like you made up some gods.
It sounds foolish when you say it like that.
Did you
but
dig
yes.
some gold plates up to the ground
What?
and found a religion? Like, is that how that works?
200 years old.
Yeah.
Yeah, you go door
Roughly,
to door knocking and try
yeah,
to spread it. Yeah. You wear white shirts, black ties.
Were your gods real?
Maybe.
Did
Are
they-
any of them?
Yes.
Well,
Well, apparently that
Yeah.
I didn't believe that until you say it now. But
Well,
yeah,
I mean, no, but the entire order of
It-
the robes, the black, red, white, Solinari, Lunatari, Nuitari, like at
God, we
what
worship
point?
the moons, not the. We didn't think they were actually gods.
I know. I guess so.
surprise.
It's not like the moon spoke to us.
No, you're right. That's true.
The magical ley lines in the sky. We didn't think that we were talking to
Yeah.
someone who could speak common.
And yeah.
So it sounds like we have to go find this temple at least to try and find a back way in.
No, that's crypt. You can lead us, surely.
I mean, I've never been through it. It's
No, but you know where it is. We don't need help. We're going to need help going through, but we mainly just need help getting to it.
if it's
As
not
for
collapsed.
you, Mallory, you keep these three with you.
Oh, you don't want to take the dragons?
No.
In the sneaking underground.
Just so I have this clear, the orb itself.
Yeah.
We are guessing it's underground at this point.
I'm hoping it's in the city.
As if maybe, well, you think, I mean, we were, I say the elves, but it's us. We were smart enough that when the weapon goes off, would we not have a failsafe to bring it underground? To keep it away from enemies, especially after
destroyed
using
everything.
I know,
It
that's
destroyed for 150 kilometers.
Fuck. I know.
In every direction. It's nothing that we built. The mages' towers are gone. Evaporated.
Fuck.
There's the bones of an ancient red dragon sitting
In the middle of the city.
next to that green monstrosity.
Yeah.
Because it was evaporated. For some reason, its bones survived. But
So we go to the temple tomb, find this way,
and hope that there's a way through.
Yeah.
just hope there's a way through. If there is, we
It's
sneak
better-
in, we grab the dragon orb, we get out, and we eat more potatoes.
Classic heist.
I mean, it's better than fighting 1,000 of those fucking draconic
You
things.
said most people got out of the city when the original dragon orb went off. Were they already out?
Yeah, we've been evacuating for months.
And then the dragon orb just so happened to go off?
Sylvanesti was under attack for a while.
So if we're going to activate the dragon orb, specifically to kill this current dragon, the green one that's sat there, Cyan, we're going to want to do another evacuation, and also we're going to want to activate it and have everyone leave.
Well, there's no one here
I'm
to
hoping
evacuate.
to fix the orb so that it doesn't have that problem again.
Oh, you can target it to one specific thing?
Well, theoretically,
If it works,
the user
Oh, good.
of
That's what it's
the
for,
orb
right?
doesn't die upon using the orb.
Well, it targets.
it did.
But was that because it was
I wasn't there.
shit?
Because otherwise,
We
You think
know
it- you think
fixing
it's-
it is a death sentence.
we know what we know from
Fixing it or using it?
interrogating the people that worked with Kinsaldi. And so if they're right, then we will be able to fix it. And if they lied to us, which we used a lot of spells, I don't think that they were lying. But if they are, then yeah, this is all for nothing. But this is the only thing that I can do.
Yeah,
It's also the only
we're
thing
not
that's-
going to go via the idea that they were lying to us, because that's folly, and then why are we even doing here?
But
we're
also-
going to go for the fact that they're telling the truth.
What else can we do to get an army outside of Sylvanesti but try the dragon orb? We have nothing else.
I agree.
Yeah.
It's just, I must be honest. If this is a suicide mission, we're fixing it to kill ourselves and kill this dragon. I want no part in it.
From what I understand about this orb, it's that if it's fixed, that we can target it and we'll be fine.
Yes.
And that's
Or we don't. I wasn't actually intending on using it right now.
I think that was
The goal was to
that was
get
our
the orb.
plan. Our plan was to come here, get the dragon orb, kill the dragon, take it back, and kill the dragons that are attacking the north.
Yeah, but if
Oh, okay.
We're here to kill. Primarily, we're here to kill this dragon.
yeah,
but I'm not willing to put my life on the line to kill this dragon.
Well, either way, we need to.
I don't think you're going to want to come with us. Your life's. I can't guarantee safety.
No, I'm fine with the lack of safety, but turning something on that's going to guarantee our death is not something I'm willing to do.
You don't have to do it.
Listen, I understand that what we are doing in this current mission gives us a 99% chance of death, but that 1% is why I'm fighting here.
Oh, fuck. I'm hoping it's not 99%. I'm thinking it's like a 50-50.
Our job, what we're doing here, is a 99% chance of death, because we are going town to town, killing every dragon that we come across. The odds are not in our favor. We came up against 15,000 and managed to walk away alive. You understand that?
And you killed all of them?
No, but we walked
ran
away alive.
Oh, I was like, Callie, what the?
Yeah,
What are you capable of now?
We bravely ran away.
I think what Teller means is that if it's certain death, we're out.
If it's a 100% chance, we have to activate the orb to kill the dragon, but then the orb is just going to do this again.
We cannot
I don't want to do
confirm
that.
if what killed him was the orb itself or the
fuckery
of the orb.
If we fix it and then we can specifically target Cyan, then yeah.
That would be the goal, yeah.
I mean,
Yes.
I've never used the dragon orb before.
At the very least, getting it out of the hands of our
has.
enemies is probably a good idea.
Yes, that also very much so. Yes.
I just think we can't do much until we actually get down there and see what we're actually up against.
See if we can even get it in the first place.
Yeah.
And if using it means death, then we just won't use it.
Yeah. I just wanted to confirm that we, if we using the, I wanted to confirm that using the dragon orb did not mean that we're just going to activate a bomb that is going to hit all of us and vaporize the 250 in there and also us.
In theory, my gut tells me that the dragon orb also keeps its defender safe. But I don't know. That's just my gut.
In its current state, no. But
No, absolutely
it
not.
Should.
If you fix it.
When it was used more in the past Dragon Wars, prior to the Cataclysm, the Dragon Orbs were incredible weapons that were used frequently.
Once by the same sorcerer.
Whether that was for good or ill, I mean, there's a reason why the gods brought destruction down upon Ansalon, but
It's because people are shit.
Well then, if we are to, how long do you believe it'll take to fix? I know that you don't have a real idea, but if we are to sneak into an army and steal an artifact that, let's be honest, over a year they probably know is pretty strong and powerful, what are the chances that we can fix it where it stands and use it immediately?
I wouldn't know until I had it in my hands.
All right.
But there's no real difference fixing it there as opposed to bringing it all the way back to you. If you're with us, you'll know how much time you need to fix it.
Maybe. I think that if it's something that I can fix immediately, I'll know immediately. If it's something that's going to take time, it's going to take me time to figure out. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
The more complicated the problem is, the longer it'll take to figure out that the solution, the problem is complicated.
I think we take the chances that you come with us, because if the chance is that it can be fixed immediately and we can use it immediately, then it saves all our asses. And then if it can't be fixed immediately, you can start working on the problem when we get back, like on the way back.
Okay.
And also our goal is to get in and out and not be seen.
Yeah. Welcome to the team. We're called Astral Dusk.
Yeah, welcome to Astral Dusk, by the way.
Astral Dusk.
Yes, that's us.
Cool. Okay. Great. So we're just gonna go through a tomb, hope that there's a door on the other side.
This is kind of our calling card, just a lot of hope.
Okay.
And
That's the god thing, I get that.
Well, it's worked so far.
Yes.
We're alive.
And then maybe we just kill a dragon.
Well, I mean, if the orb doesn't work the way we want, that's kind of plan B.
We'll have to find out then.
When do you want to go?
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Great. Okay. Well, this is our camp. Spend today however you'd like. And then tomorrow we'll
Go slay a dragon.
go sneak into Sylvanesti and steal a dragon.
Oh, God.
Do you know anyone who has items to help make people sneakier?
We don't have much.
Great, this is gonna go very well.
I
We're-
do, I
we
do
have-
have a
Start
we
chugging
have a pot of
coffee.
invisibility. We do have one.
I have boots of lots of noise.
You have armor of lots of noise too.
Cool. Well,
figure it
Callie, thank you for coming back and for reminding me of the tomb. This might work.
It might.
We've been trying to figure out our way in for a while, and I guess I hadn't really thought about sneaking in that way.
If we also get somewhere close enough that I recognize the area, I could also. I could teleport now.
How far?
500 feet. So
Can you
if
take all of us?
we can take one.
I mean, the drop down into the city's not that far. From the lip of from the lip of it, you could just be in the city somewhere.
Yeah.
I don't know how helpful that would be, given the fact that it's all draconic tents at this point. But
Yeah. I don't know. Even if it means 2 people can scout the way, make it easy for other people to get in,
or you could get out.
or I could get out.
If we could get the dragon orb,
Yes,
you could get it out of the.
I could.
But then you're leaving everyone else behind to find another way out.
Or they go out the way they came in, and I go there alone and get out.
As long as you have the
Invi-
orb.
As long as I have the orb, I'm invisible. I have the bag, and I 500 feet somewhere that I've seen.
So then we could theoretically just have horses waiting and
Yeah.
just hard ride.
Just get the fuck out.
But a dragon can fly.
Just a dragon on our tail is better than a dragon and an army.
Well, and Cyan doesn't move much.
Big and fat.
And
Hasn't
if,
left the city in 7 months.
and if you're invisible,
Mm-hmm.
what we need to do is make a distraction.
I can do that.
I think
Boots of noise, right?
I'm really good at that.
And we
think
could have our forces at the top start a distraction at the mouth of the cave down.
you jump in with someone else's backup,
Sure.
get the orb, jump back out again.
Yeah. If the orb is on me, I can take that person back up with me, yeah.
You can do it twice.
I can do it twice. Because I'm level 8.
So the only problem with that plan is we would have to find a way to know where the orb is,
Yes.
which we can't do.
So that's why we have to get in there and find it. See if we can figure out where
Again,
it is.
well, we can also hope that we could follow the scorch marks.
Mm-hmm.
A part of it is that it acts.
There's
as,
no, as far from what we've seen from the lip, there's not much scorch marks down there. It's a crater.
It all collapsed, I guess.
Well, yeah,
It
that's
must
true. I
have
guess.
collapsed upon itself.
So, but if we go through the tomb, we get to the bottom, we go out, we find the orb. At that point, I can send to someone up here, and the elves can cause a distraction at the mouth.
Yep.
You can teleport the orb out,
Yeah.
and the rest of us can make it back to the tomb, hopefully under the cover of the distraction,
Yes.
to go back out through the tomb the way that we got in, and meet you up here at some point.
I mean, depending how far it is, I could teleport right back to the entrance where we got into the tomb to begin with, so I can meet you there.
Well, I
The
think that once you have the orb, you should just start moving as fast as you can away from.
I guess so. Maybe, yeah.
That might work.
Not the biggest
So-
fan of leaving the group and you behind, but
Well, I would go with you to
Yeah.
try and fix the orb.
that's true.
Oh, that's interesting because I thought
Because if she sees
you're
it,
fast
Mhm.
and
No,
you
it should be
are
now,
invisible.
as we did, because we were saying that if it can be fixed immediately and fixed on the spot,
and we don't have to worry about the
It's
dragon.
true.
If
I
Cyan
can't-
chases me and I can fix the orb in time,
You can get him.
I can also
That's
make
true.
us fast.
Yes, that's true. I guess.
or a horse fast.
Or a horse fast.
well,
Depending on the day, I
don't-
can
Oh, I'm
make- I can
actually
feed it.
good at riding horses.
I was going to say, depending on the day, I can make a horse.
Oh.
What?
So I can summon a phantom steed. I know this
Oh,
is wild.
it's a magic horse.
It's-
Okay, I thought you
sorry,
were-
no, I'm not in that. You know what I mean. I can't. I can't do that.
It sounds like we have a plan.
It does sound like we have a
Yeah.
If the
Somehow.
tomb has a,
entrance of sorts.
if it hasn't collapsed.
Maybe our ancestors held strong.
Well, hopefully they did better than we did up top. Tomorrow then.
Tomorrow.
well, whatever you need today, let us know, and I think I'm going to go start preparing for that. I think I've got a couple of upgrades I need to make to my friends over here. I'll be in my tent. She walks off.
Yeah, the same exact instinct was to just breathe out.
All right.
I'm gonna see if there's more food. If tonight's gonna be my last day.
Might as well have a good last
I'm gonna-
meal.
There's plenty of food around. Different campfires. Mallory's like, I'm gonna go pray and see.
Yeah.
They should be able to hear you from
She
here.
sort of walks off into the woods a little bit, and you just kind of see her disappear into the trees a little. And with that, in preparation for a night of preparation, we will end this session and go eat dinner.
All right.
Yeah.
Well done.
Awesome.
That was fun. That was cool.
Yeah.
Sick.
That was heavy.
We've got
I
a
like it.
actual plan.
Yeah. We got a heist, baby.
This is heist episode next week.
Gotta be there.
Damn.
Yeah, it was nice to not have to do too much rolling and just role play a little bit. Yeah. Fun. My name is Nerdy, and I'm your game master.
Robert's on music. Cal.
Brian Klein.
Polaris.
Captain Grail.
That's the team. We are everywhere. Make sure that you are following Roleplay Relayverse so you don't miss announcements about Heroes Without Borders, Our Brilliant Revel, and all the other things the company has going on. It's called Our Brilliant Revel.
Oh, is the
The
stream,
the
right?
night that we're on. Yeah.
Yeah,
Sick.
that's fair.
It's going to be a lot of fun stuff this fall. And we are going to follow up this session with another one. But we have to go eat, and I'm so hungry. So we'll be back next week. Thank you so much for staying with the ongoing adventures of whatever the hell this is.
Bye.
Bye.